Have you ever wondered what the future holds? Imagine being able to foresee events long before they happen, with an uncanny accuracy that leaves even the skeptics speechless. Today, we're delving into the enigmatic world of Edgar Cayce, one of the most famous clairvoyants in history. His predictions for 2024 are not just astonishing, they're downright mind-blowing. From geopolitical upheavals to technological leaps, Cayce's visions could dramatically reshape our understanding of the future. Get ready to be stunned as we uncover what 2024 has in store according to Edgar Cayce. Who was this mysterious figure? How did he manage to predict events with such precision? And most importantly, what are his startling predictions for the year 2024? Join us as we unravel these mysteries and explore the incredible insights of Edgar Cayce. Edgar Cayce, often referred to as the sleeping prophet, was an American clairvoyant who claimed to channel his predictions while in a trance-like state. Born in 1877, his prophecies have intrigued and baffled people for over a century. Known for his holistic health readings and futuristic visions, Cayce's predictions have touched on various aspects of life, from personal health to global events. Cayce's life and work have been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and scholarly studies. His ability to tap into what he called the Akashic Records, a supposed compendium of all universal events, thoughts, and experiences, allowed him to provide insights that were both profound and precise. His readings covered a wide array of topics, including medical advice, spiritual guidance, and glimpses into future occurrences. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no denying the profound impact Edgar Cayce has had on the world of mysticism and prophecy. His followers believe that his predictions offer valuable foresight into the future, while his detractors argue about the interpretative nature of his readings. Despite this controversy, Cayce's work continues to be a source of fascination and debate. So, sit back, open your mind, and prepare to journey into the future through the eyes of one of history's most enigmatic figures. We will explore his predictions for 2024, dissecting each one to understand its potential implications and the rationale behind it. This exploration promises to be both enlightening and intriguing. As we navigate through his predictions for 2024, we'll examine how these foresights align with current trends and what they might mean for our future. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a glimpse into a potential future that could affect us all. In a world where uncertainty looms large, understanding these predictions might provide a sense of direction or at least spark a thought-provoking discussion. Before we dive into the specific predictions, let's first understand who Edgar Cayce was and how he became known as the Sleeping Prophet. His life story is as fascinating as his predictions, and it's essential to grasp this to fully appreciate the depth and significance of his foresights for 2024. We'll explore his journey from a young boy with unique abilities to a renowned clairvoyant whose work has stood the test of time. Cayce's early life was marked by extraordinary events that hinted at his future abilities. From a young age, he demonstrated a remarkable memory and an innate ability to absorb and understand complex information. These talents would later evolve into his well-known clairvoyant abilities, setting the stage for his lifelong work as a prophet and healer. Join us as we trace his steps, uncovering the pivotal moments that shaped his life and career. Understanding Cayce's background will provide the necessary foundation to fully appreciate the predictions and insights he offered for 2024 and beyond. Cayce's contributions extended beyond his predictions. He was also a pioneer in holistic health, advocating for natural remedies and preventive care long before they became mainstream. His readings on health and wellness have inspired countless individuals to explore alternative medicine, making him a revered figure in both the fields of mysticism and health. To truly grasp the significance of Edgar Cayce's predictions, we must first understand the man behind the visions. Edgar Cayce was born on March 18, 1877, in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. From a young age, Cayce displayed a unique set of abilities that set him apart from his peers. His childhood was marked by extraordinary events that hinted at his future as a clairvoyant. As a boy, Cayce claimed to have seen and communicated with his deceased grandfather. This was one of many unusual occurrences that characterized his early years. His parents, devout Christians, were both supportive and cautious of his abilities. They encouraged him to read the Bible, which Cayce did diligently, eventually committing it to memory. This strong religious foundation played a crucial role in shaping his later work and the ethical framework of his readings. Cayce's journey into the realm of clairvoyance began in earnest when he was in his 20s. While working as a photographer, he developed a severe case of laryngitis, which left him unable to speak. After consulting numerous doctors without success, Cayce turned to hypnosis. To everyone's astonishment, he was able to diagnose and cure his condition while in a hypnotic trance, providing detailed medical advice that he had no prior knowledge of. This event marked the beginning of his career as a clairvoyant healer. Word spread quickly about his abilities, and soon people from all over the country sought his help. Cayce's readings, conducted while he was in a self-induced sleep state, covered a wide range of topics, including health, spirituality, and future events. His method of entering a trance-like state to access what he referred to as the Akashic records became a hallmark of his work. Over his lifetime, Cayce gave more than 14,000 documented readings. Many of these focused on health and were remarkably detailed, offering holistic treatments that combined conventional and alternative medicine. He's often credited with pioneering concepts in holistic health that are now widely accepted, such as the importance of diet, the benefits of meditation, and the mind-body connection. Cayce's predictions were not limited to personal health. He made numerous forecasts about global events, some of which have been eerily accurate. For instance, he predicted the stock market crash of 1929 and the onset of World War II. He also foresaw the shifts in global politics, advancements in technology, and even changes in the Earth's climate. One of Cayce's most intriguing predictions was the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls in 1947. Decades before their unearthing, Cayce had spoken of ancient texts hidden in the Middle East that would shed light on early Christianity and the life of Jesus. This prediction, among others, has cemented his reputation as one of the most fascinating figures in the field of prophecy. Despite his many successes, Cayce's work was not without controversy. Skeptics often questioned the validity of his readings, attributing his accurate predictions to coincidence or selective interpretation. Critics pointed out that some of his forecasts did not come to pass, such as his prediction of a major shift in the Earth's axis, which he said would occur in the late 20th century. Additionally, some medical professionals were wary of his unorthodox treatments, arguing that they lacked scientific basis. Despite these criticisms, many of Cayce's clients reported significant improvements in their health and well-being, lending credibility to his holistic approach. Cayce himself was a humble man, who often expressed reluctance about his abilities. He saw his gift as a responsibility, rather than a source of fame or fortune. Throughout his life, he remained devoted to helping others, often providing readings free of charge to those in need. Edgar Cayce's legacy extends far beyond his lifetime. His work has inspired countless researchers, authors, and practitioners in fields ranging from alternative medicine to metaphysics. The Association for Research and Enlightenment, ARE, founded by Cayce in 1931, continues to promote his teachings and conduct research into his readings. The organization maintains an extensive archive of his work and offers educational programs on holistic health, spirituality, and personal growth. Cayce's influence can also be seen in popular culture. He has been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and even fictional works. His life and predictions continue to captivate new generations, serving as a testament to the enduring appeal of his extraordinary abilities. Understanding who Edgar Cayce was provides a critical context for interpreting his predictions for 2024. His life story is a blend of mystery, dedication, and profound insight. As we delve deeper into his forecasts, keep in mind the remarkable journey that brought these visions to light. Cayce's predictions are not just abstract prophecies. They are the culmination of a lifetime dedicated to exploring the unseen dimensions of reality. Edgar Cayce's methods were as unique as the predictions he made. Unlike other clairvoyants of his time, Cayce entered a self-induced trance state to perform his readings. This process, which he referred to as sleeping, allowed him to access what he called the Akashic records. These records, according to Cayce, were a universal compendium of all thoughts, events, and experiences throughout history. They served as his source of knowledge and insight, providing detailed and accurate information on a wide range of topics. To initiate his trance state, Cayce would lie down, close his eyes, and enter a state of deep relaxation. This process typically required a quiet and comfortable environment, free from distractions. Once in this state, Cayce's breathing would slow, and he would exhibit signs of being in a deep sleep. Despite his unconscious appearance, Cayce was able to respond to questions posed by his assistant or the person receiving the reading. During these sessions, Cayce would speak in a slow, deliberate manner, often using archaic language and terminology. His responses were transcribed verbatim by a stenographer, ensuring that every detail was captured accurately. These transcripts were later cataloged and preserved, forming the extensive archive of Cayce's readings that we have today. Cayce's readings fell into several distinct categories, each addressing different aspects of life and existence. The most common types included health readings. These were the most frequent and sought-after readings. Cayce provided detailed diagnoses and treatment plans for various ailments, often incorporating holistic and alternative therapies. His recommendations included dietary changes, herbal remedies, hydrotherapy, and massage. Life readings. These readings explored an individual's past lives and how they influenced their current life. Cayce believed in reincarnation and the idea that experiences from previous lives impacted present circumstances. These readings offered insights into personal challenges, relationships, and spiritual growth. Business and financial readings. Cayce also provided guidance on business ventures and financial matters. His advice ranged from investment strategies to the management of enterprises. Notably, he predicted the stock market crash of 1929, providing warnings to those who sought his counsel. Spiritual and philosophical readings. These readings delved into broader existential questions, exploring themes such as the nature of the soul, the afterlife, and humanity's spiritual evolution. Cayce's spiritual readings often emphasize the importance of aligning one's life with higher principles and divine laws. The accuracy of Edgar Cayce's readings has been a subject of both fascination and skepticism. Proponents argue that many of his predictions have come to pass with remarkable precision. For instance, Cayce's foresight into the geopolitical shifts of the 20th century, including the rise and fall of nations, has been noted for its accuracy. Additionally, his health readings have been credited with providing effective treatments that conventional medicine at the time did not offer. Cayce's prediction of the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls is one of the most cited examples of his prophetic accuracy. In a reading given decades before their unearthing, he described ancient texts hidden in caves near the Dead Sea, which would reveal significant historical and religious insights. This prediction came true in 1947, validating his clairvoyant abilities in the eyes of many believers. However, not all of Cayce's predictions have been accurate. Some of his forecasts, such as the major shift in the Earth's axis predicted for the late 20th century, have not materialized. Critics argue that these inaccuracies undermine his credibility and suggest that his successful predictions were merely coincidental or the result of selective interpretation by his followers. Edgar Cayce's work has not been without its detractors. Skeptics often question the validity of his trance state and suggest that his readings were influenced by his subconscious mind, rather than a mystical source of knowledge. Some critics believe that Cayce's accurate predictions can be attributed to his broad and ambiguous language, which allows for multiple interpretations. Additionally, medical professionals have expressed concerns about Cayce's health readings, arguing that they lack scientific basis and could potentially be harmful. Despite these criticisms, many individuals who received Cayce's readings reported significant improvements in their health and well-being, lending credibility to his holistic approach. Cayce himself was aware of the controversies surrounding his work. He often expressed a sense of responsibility and humility, emphasizing that his abilities were a gift from a higher power. He remained dedicated to helping others, providing readings free of charge to those who could not afford his services. Despite the debates over his accuracy, Edgar Cayce's methods have left a lasting impact on the fields of holistic health and spiritual growth. His emphasis on the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit has influenced modern integrative medicine practices. The Association for Research and Enlightenment, ARE, continues to study and promote Cayce's teachings, offering resources and support for those interested in his work. Cayce's holistic health recommendations, such as the use of natural remedies and the importance of maintaining a balanced diet, have become widely accepted in contemporary wellness practices. His spiritual readings have inspired countless individuals to explore their own spiritual paths, contributing to a broader understanding of human consciousness and its potential. Edgar Cayce's methods and the accuracy of his readings remain subjects of intrigue and debate. Whether viewed as a gifted clairvoyant or a misunderstood healer, Cayce's contributions to holistic health and spirituality are undeniable. As we continue to explore his predictions for 2024, it is essential to appreciate the complexity and depth of his work, recognizing both its successes and its controversies. As we delve into Edgar Cayce's predictions for 2024, it's important to remember that these visions come from a man whose foresights have been both astonishing and controversial. Cayce's predictions span a variety of domains, including geopolitics, technology, spirituality, the environment, and the economy. This broad spectrum provides a holistic view of what the year 2024 might hold, according to his insights. Let's begin with an overview of these key predictions and what they might mean for our world. Cayce's geopolitical predictions for 2024 are some of the most intriguing. He foresaw significant shifts in global power dynamics, predicting that new alliances would form while old ones would dissolve. According to Cayce, the year 2024 will witness the emergence of new superpowers that will play crucial roles on the global stage. These changes are expected to be driven by both political and economic factors, as nations strive to adapt to an increasingly interconnected world. One of Cayce's specific predictions involves the rise of a new political force in Asia. He foresaw a coalition of Asian countries that would exert significant influence over global affairs, challenging the dominance of Western powers. This prediction aligns with current trends, as we see countries like China and India growing in economic and political stature. Cayce also predicted tensions and conflicts in certain regions, driven by competition for resources and ideological differences. However, he emphasized that these conflicts would eventually lead to a greater push for global cooperation and peace. This vision of a tumultuous yet ultimately unifying geopolitical landscape is both hopeful and cautionary. Cayce's predictions about technological advancements in 2024 are equally fascinating. He foresaw groundbreaking innovations that would revolutionize various industries and transform everyday life. According to Cayce, 2024 will be a year of significant technological breakthroughs, particularly in the fields of energy, medicine, and communication. One of the most remarkable predictions is the development of new energy sources. Cayce envisioned the discovery and implementation of alternative energy technologies that would drastically reduce humanity's reliance on fossil fuels. These advancements are expected to play a crucial role in addressing climate change and promoting sustainable development. In the medical field, Cayce predicted advancements in personalized medicine and genetic therapies. He foresaw a future where diseases could be accurately diagnosed and treated based on an individual's genetic makeup, leading to more effective and targeted healthcare solutions. This aligns with current trends in genomics and biotechnology, which are making strides towards personalized treatment plans. Cayce also anticipated significant improvements in communication technologies, predicting the creation of new devices and platforms that would enhance global connectivity. He believed that these advancements would facilitate better understanding and cooperation among people from different cultures and backgrounds. Cayce's predictions for 2024 extend beyond the material realm to encompass spiritual and social changes. He foresaw a period of profound spiritual awakening, where individuals would seek deeper meaning and connection in their lives. According to Cayce, this spiritual evolution would lead to a more compassionate and enlightened society. One of his key predictions is the rise of a global movement towards spiritual unity. Cayce believed that people from diverse religious and spiritual backgrounds would come together to promote universal values such as love, peace, and harmony. This movement, he predicted, would be driven by a growing recognition of the interconnectedness of all life. Socially, Cayce anticipated shifts towards greater equality and justice. He foresaw movements advocating for human rights and social reforms gaining momentum, leading to significant changes in societal structures. This vision includes advancements in gender equality, racial harmony, and economic justice, creating a more inclusive and fair world. Cayce's environmental predictions for 2024 highlight both challenges and opportunities. He foresaw significant changes in the Earth's climate and natural systems, driven by human activity and natural cycles. According to Cayce, 2024 will be a pivotal year for environmental awareness and action. One of his key predictions is the increased frequency and intensity of natural disasters, such as earthquakes, hurricanes, and floods. These events, Cayce warned, would serve as wake-up calls for humanity to take better care of the planet. He emphasized the importance of living in harmony with nature and adopting sustainable practices to mitigate these impacts. Cayce also predicted positive developments in environmental conservation. He foresaw a global movement towards preserving natural habitats and protecting endangered species. This movement, he believed, would be supported by advancements in technology and a growing awareness of the importance of biodiversity. Finally, Cayce's economic predictions for 2024 provide insights into potential financial shifts and trends. He foresaw significant changes in the global economy, driven by technological advancements and shifting geopolitical landscapes. According to Cayce, 2024 will be a year of both economic challenges and opportunities. One of his key predictions is the rise of new economic powers. He anticipated that countries currently considered developing would emerge as major players in the global economy, driven by innovation and investment in new technologies. This shift is expected to alter global trade patterns and economic alliances. Cayce also predicted financial crises and market volatility, warning of the potential for economic downturns driven by speculative activities and mismanagement. However, he emphasized that these challenges would ultimately lead to more resilient and sustainable economic systems. He foresaw a greater emphasis on ethical business practices and economic policies that prioritize long-term stability over short-term gains. Edgar Cayce's predictions for 2024 offer a fascinating glimpse into a possible future shaped by profound changes and advancements. While some of his visions may seem far-fetched, many align with current trends and emerging developments. As we continue to explore these predictions in detail, it is important to consider both the opportunities and challenges they present. Cayce's insights remind us of the interconnectedness of all aspects of life and the potential for positive transformation in the face of adversity. Edgar Cayce's predictions often touched on the grand stage of global politics, offering glimpses into future shifts that could redefine the world as we know it. His visions for 2024 suggest a period of significant geopolitical changes, marked by the emergence of new power dynamics, alliances, and conflicts. These predictions provide a fascinating perspective on how the global landscape might evolve, driven by both historical patterns and unforeseen developments. One of Cayce's most notable predictions for 2024 is the rise of new superpowers. According to his visions, traditional powerhouses like the United States and Western Europe will face growing competition from emerging nations, particularly in Asia. He foresaw a coalition of Asian countries gaining unprecedented influence on the global stage, potentially shifting the balance of power. China, already a formidable global player, is expected to further consolidate its position. Cayce predicted that China's economic and military strength would continue to grow, enabling it to play a more assertive role in international affairs. This rise would be characterized by strategic investments in technology, infrastructure, and education, positioning China as a leader in innovation and economic development. India, another key player in Cayce's geopolitical landscape, is also predicted to rise in prominence. With its vast population, growing economy, and strategic location, India is expected to become a central figure in global politics. Cayce envisioned India leading efforts to foster regional cooperation and stability, potentially forming alliances with other Asian nations to counterbalance Western influence. Cayce's predictions indicate that 2024 will witness significant realignments in global alliances. Traditional alliances, such as NATO, might face challenges as member states reassess their priorities and strategies in response to changing geopolitical realities. These shifts could lead to the formation of new alliances, driven by mutual interests and emerging threats. One potential realignment involves the strengthening of partnerships between Asian and African nations. Cayce foresaw increased cooperation between these regions, driven by shared economic and developmental goals. This collaboration could manifest in joint infrastructure projects, trade agreements, and diplomatic initiatives aimed at promoting regional stability and prosperity. In the Middle East, Cayce predicted a period of transformation and realignment. Long-standing conflicts and rivalries might see new resolutions, with countries in the region seeking to establish more stable and cooperative relationships. This shift could be driven by a combination of internal reforms and external pressures, including the need to address economic challenges and geopolitical competition. While Cayce's predictions include hopeful visions of cooperation and peace, he also foresaw periods of conflict and tension. These conflicts, according to Cayce, would arise from competition for resources, ideological differences, and the struggle for regional dominance. However, he emphasized that these tensions would ultimately lead to efforts aimed at conflict resolution and global peace. One area of potential conflict is the South China Sea, a region with significant strategic and economic importance. Cayce predicted that territorial disputes in this area could escalate, involving multiple nations and leading to heightened military presence. However, he also foresaw diplomatic efforts to resolve these disputes, with nations eventually recognizing the need for peaceful coexistence and cooperation. In Europe, Cayce envisioned a resurgence of nationalist movements and political fragmentation. This could lead to internal conflicts within countries and tensions between neighboring states. However, he predicted that these challenges would also prompt renewed efforts to strengthen European unity and cooperation, possibly leading to reforms within the European Union to address these issues. Technological advancements play a crucial role in Cayce's geopolitical predictions for 2024. He foresaw that innovations in areas such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and space exploration would significantly influence global politics. These advancements could lead to new forms of competition and cooperation, shaping the geopolitical landscape in profound ways. Cayce predicted that the race for technological superiority would drive nations to invest heavily in research and development. This competition could lead to significant breakthroughs, particularly in the fields of defense and communication. However, it could also heighten tensions as countries vie for control over critical technologies and their applications. In the realm of cybersecurity, Cayce anticipated an increase in cyber threats and attacks, targeting both governmental and private entities. He predicted that nations would develop more advanced cybersecurity measures to protect their interests, leading to a new form of digital arms race. This could result in international agreements and collaborations aimed at establishing norms and regulations for cyberspace. Cayce's predictions for 2024 also highlight the impact of climate change on global politics. He foresaw that environmental challenges would become a major driver of geopolitical strategies and alliances. Countries would need to address issues such as rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and resource scarcity, prompting both conflict and cooperation. According to Cayce, nations most affected by climate change would seek international support and collaboration to mitigate its impacts. This could lead to the formation of new coalitions focused on environmental sustainability and disaster preparedness. Additionally, countries with advanced technological capabilities might play a leading role in developing and deploying solutions to address climate challenges. Cayce predicted that climate-induced migration would become a significant geopolitical issue. As people are forced to leave their homes due to environmental changes, destination countries would face social and economic pressures. This could lead to tensions and conflicts, but also to humanitarian efforts and policies aimed at managing migration and supporting affected populations. Economic factors are another critical element in Cayce's geopolitical predictions for 2024. He foresaw significant shifts in the global economy, driven by technological advancements, trade dynamics, and economic policies. These changes would influence geopolitical strategies and relationships, shaping the global order. Cayce predicted that emerging economies would play an increasingly important role in the global market. Countries like Brazil, Indonesia, and Nigeria are expected to experience significant economic growth, driven by investments in technology and infrastructure. This rise could alter global trade patterns, with these nations becoming key players in international commerce. Trade conflicts and economic competition are also part of Cayce's vision. He foresaw tensions between major economies, particularly related to tariffs, trade agreements, and market access. However, he emphasized that these conflicts would eventually lead to negotiations and compromises, fostering a more balanced and cooperative global economic system. Edgar Cayce's geopolitical predictions for 2024 paint a complex and dynamic picture of the future. His visions suggest a world undergoing significant changes, driven by emerging powers, technological advancements, and environmental challenges. While these predictions highlight potential conflicts and tensions, they also offer hope for greater cooperation and unity. As we continue to explore Cayce's predictions, it is essential to consider the broader context of his visions. They are not just isolated forecasts, but part of a larger narrative about humanity's evolution and the interconnectedness of global events. By understanding these predictions, we can gain valuable insights into the potential paths our world might take and the choices we must make to navigate these changes successfully. Edgar Cayce's predictions for 2024 encompass remarkable advancements in technology that promise to transform various aspects of human life. According to Cayce, these technological innovations will revolutionize industries, improve quality of life, and address some of the most pressing challenges facing humanity. Let's delve into the specific technological advancements Cayce foresaw and explore their potential impacts on our world. One of the most significant areas of technological advancement predicted by Cayce is in the field of energy. He envisioned the discovery and implementation of new energy sources that would drastically reduce humanity's dependence on fossil fuels. These alternative energy technologies are expected to play a crucial role in addressing climate change and promoting sustainable development. Cayce predicted advancements in solar power, with more efficient and affordable solar panels becoming widely available. He foresaw the development of new materials and technologies that would increase the efficiency of solar cells, allowing for greater energy capture and storage. This could lead to widespread adoption of solar energy, reducing greenhouse gas emissions and reliance on non-renewable resources. In addition to solar power, Cayce predicted breakthroughs in other forms of renewable energy, such as wind, geothermal, and tidal power. These advancements would diversify the global energy portfolio and provide cleaner, more sustainable energy options. He also anticipated the development of advanced energy storage systems, such as high-capacity batteries, which would enable more reliable integration of renewable energy into the power grid. Cayce's predictions for technological advancements in medicine and healthcare are equally compelling. He foresaw significant progress in personalized medicine and genetic therapies, leading to more effective and targeted treatments for various diseases. According to Cayce, the ability to diagnose and treat illnesses based on an individual's genetic makeup will revolutionize healthcare. One of the key areas of advancement predicted by Cayce is in genomics and biotechnology. He envisioned the development of sophisticated tools for genetic editing and manipulation, such as CRISPR technology, which would allow for precise modifications to an individual's DNA. This could lead to the prevention and cure of genetic disorders, as well as personalized treatment plans tailored to an individual's unique genetic profile. Cayce also predicted advancements in regenerative medicine, including the use of stem cells to repair and regenerate damaged tissues and organs. This could revolutionize treatments for conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and neurodegenerative disorders. He foresaw the development of bioengineered organs and tissues, which could be used for transplants and reconstructive surgeries, reducing the need for donor organs and improving patient outcomes. In addition to these medical breakthroughs, Cayce anticipated advancements in diagnostic technologies. He predicted the development of non-invasive imaging techniques and wearable health monitors that would provide real-time data on an individual's health status. These technologies would enable earlier detection of diseases and more proactive management of health conditions, improving overall health outcomes. Cayce's predictions also highlight significant advancements in communication technologies, which he believed would enhance global connectivity and understanding. According to Cayce, new devices and platforms would emerge, facilitating more efficient and effective communication across distances. One of the most notable predictions is the development of advanced internet technologies. Cayce foresaw the creation of a global network that would enable instant communication and information sharing. This vision aligns with the current trajectory of the internet, with the expansion of high-speed broadband and the proliferation of connected devices. He predicted that this network would become even more integrated and accessible, bridging the digital divide and connecting people from all corners of the globe. Cayce also anticipated advancements in virtual and augmented reality technologies. He predicted that these immersive technologies would revolutionize how people interact with digital content, enabling more engaging and interactive experiences. This could have applications in various fields, including education, entertainment, and remote work, providing new ways to learn, collaborate, and experience the world. In the realm of communication devices, Cayce foresaw the development of more sophisticated and intuitive interfaces. He predicted that future devices would be capable of understanding and responding to natural language, making interactions more seamless and user-friendly. This could lead to the widespread adoption of voice-activated assistants and smart devices that integrate seamlessly into everyday life. Artificial intelligence, AI, is another area where Cayce predicted significant advancements. He foresaw the development of highly intelligent systems capable of performing complex tasks and making decisions. According to Cayce, AI would play a crucial role in various industries, driving innovation and efficiency. Cayce predicted that AI would revolutionize fields such as healthcare, finance, and manufacturing. In healthcare, AI systems could analyze vast amounts of data to identify patterns and make accurate diagnoses. This could lead to more personalized and effective treatments, improving patient outcomes. In finance, AI could be used to detect fraudulent activities, optimize trading strategies, and provide personalized financial advice. In manufacturing, AI-powered robots and automation systems could enhance productivity and reduce costs. Cayce also foresaw the development of AI systems that could assist in scientific research and discovery. These systems could analyze large data sets, simulate complex processes, and generate new hypotheses, accelerating the pace of innovation. This could lead to breakthroughs in various fields, including physics, chemistry, and biology, unlocking new possibilities for technological and scientific advancement. Despite the potential benefits, Cayce also warned of the ethical and societal implications of AI. He emphasized the importance of ensuring that AI systems are developed and used responsibly, with consideration for their impact on jobs, privacy, and security. Cayce's predictions highlight the need for a balanced approach to AI development, one that maximizes its benefits while minimizing its risks. Cayce's predictions for technological advancements in transportation suggest a future where travel is faster, safer, and more efficient. He foresaw the development of new modes of transportation that would transform how people and goods move around the world. One of the most exciting predictions is the development of advanced electric and autonomous vehicles. Cayce predicted that electric vehicles would become more affordable and efficient, reducing the reliance on fossil fuels and decreasing greenhouse gas emissions. He also foresaw the widespread adoption of autonomous vehicles, which could enhance road safety and reduce traffic congestion. Cayce also predicted advancements in aviation, including the development of supersonic and hypersonic aircraft. These high-speed planes could significantly reduce travel times, making it possible to fly between distant destinations in a matter of hours. Additionally, he envisioned the development of more sustainable aviation technologies, such as electric and hybrid aircraft, which would reduce the environmental impact of air travel. In the realm of space exploration, Cayce predicted significant advancements that would open new frontiers for humanity. He foresaw the development of more advanced rockets and spacecraft, enabling missions to distant planets and moons. According to Cayce, 2024 could be a pivotal year for space exploration, with new discoveries and milestones that would expand our understanding of the universe. Edgar Cayce's predictions for technological advancements in 2024 paint a picture of a future shaped by innovation and progress. From breakthroughs in energy and medicine to revolutions in communication and transportation, These advancements promise to transform various aspects of human life. While some of these predictions may seem ambitious, many align with current trends and emerging technologies, suggesting that they are within the realm of possibility. As we continue to explore Cayce's predictions, it is important to consider both the opportunities and challenges they present. Technological advancements have the potential to address some of humanity's most pressing issues, but they also raise ethical and societal questions that must be carefully navigated. By understanding and preparing for these changes, we can harness the power of technology to create a better future for all. Edgar Cayce's predictions for 2024 extend beyond the realms of geopolitics and technology into the more profound and often subjective areas of spiritual and social evolution. Cayce foresaw a period of significant spiritual awakening and social transformation, driven by a growing recognition of interconnectedness and a desire for a more compassionate and just world. These changes, according to Cayce, would reshape human consciousness and societal structures, leading to a new era of unity and understanding. Cayce predicted a global spiritual awakening in 2024, characterized by individuals seeking deeper meaning and connection in their lives. This awakening would be marked by an increased interest in spirituality, meditation, and holistic practices, as people strive to understand their place in the universe and their relationship with the divine. One of the key elements of this spiritual awakening is the rise of a global movement towards spiritual unity. Cayce believed that people from diverse religious and spiritual backgrounds would come together to promote universal values, such as love, peace, and harmony. This movement, he predicted, would be driven by a growing recognition of the interconnectedness of all life and the realization that humanity shares a common destiny. Cayce's visions included a significant shift in religious practices, with a move away from dogmatic and institutionalized religion towards more personal and experiential forms of spirituality. He foresaw individuals seeking direct experiences of the divine through meditation, prayer, and other spiritual practices, leading to a deeper understanding of their inner selves and their connection to the cosmos. In addition to spiritual changes, Cayce predicted profound social transformations in 2024. He foresaw movements advocating for human rights and social reforms gaining momentum, leading to significant changes in societal structures. These movements would be driven by a desire for greater equality, justice, and inclusivity, creating a more compassionate and fair world. One of the key areas of social change predicted by Cayce is gender equality. He foresaw a growing recognition of the importance of gender equality and the empowerment of women. This would lead to significant advancements in women's rights, including increased representation in leadership positions, equal pay, and greater access to education and healthcare. These changes would contribute to the creation of more balanced and equitable societies. Cayce also predicted progress in racial harmony and the fight against discrimination. He foresaw a future where people of all races and ethnicities would work together to overcome prejudice and build inclusive communities. This vision includes the dismantling of systemic racism and the promotion of diversity and inclusion in all aspects of society. Another significant social change predicted by Cayce is the shift towards economic justice. He foresaw movements advocating for fair wages, workers' rights, and the reduction of economic inequality gaining traction. These movements would aim to create economic systems that prioritize human well-being and sustainability over profit, leading to more equitable distribution of resources and opportunities. Cayce's predictions also highlight significant changes in education and the pursuit of knowledge. He foresaw a transformation in the way education is approached, with a shift towards more holistic and integrative learning experiences. This new approach to education would emphasize the development of the whole person, including intellectual, emotional, and spiritual growth. One of the key elements of this educational transformation is the incorporation of spiritual and ethical teachings into the curriculum. Cayce believed that education should not only impart knowledge, but also cultivate virtues, such as compassion, integrity, and wisdom. This would lead to the development of well-rounded individuals who are equipped to contribute positively to society. Cayce also predicted advancements in educational technologies, which would make learning more accessible and personalized. He foresaw the widespread use of digital platforms and tools that would enable students to learn at their own pace and according to their interests and abilities. This personalized approach to education would help to unlock the full potential of each individual and promote lifelong learning. In 2024, Cayce foresaw a shift towards more community-oriented and cooperative ways of living. He predicted that people would place greater value on relationships and community, seeking to build supportive and interconnected networks. This shift would be driven by a desire for deeper connections and a sense of belonging in an increasingly fragmented world. Cayce's visions included the rise of intentional communities and cooperative living arrangements, where people come together to share resources, support each other, and live in harmony with nature. These communities would be built on principles of mutual aid, sustainability, and collective well-being, offering an alternative to the individualistic and competitive paradigms that dominate modern society. He also foresaw a renewed emphasis on family and personal relationships. People would seek to strengthen their bonds with loved ones and create nurturing environments that foster personal growth and emotional well-being. This focus on relationships would extend to the workplace, where more collaborative and empathetic approaches to leadership and teamwork would be adopted. Cayce's predictions for 2024 also highlight the importance of environmental stewardship and living in harmony with nature. He foresaw a growing awareness of the interconnectedness of all life and the impact of human activities on the planet. This awareness would lead to a more sustainable and environmentally conscious way of living. One of the key elements of this environmental stewardship is the adoption of sustainable practices in daily life. Cayce predicted that people would become more mindful of their consumption habits, reducing waste, and choosing products that are environmentally friendly. This shift would be supported by advancements in green technologies and sustainable design, making it easier for individuals and communities to live in harmony with the environment. Cayce also foresaw the rise of global movements advocating for environmental protection and conservation. These movements would aim to preserve natural habitats, protect endangered species, and promote biodiversity. They would be driven by a deep respect for the natural world and a recognition of humanity's responsibility to care for the planet. Another fascinating aspect of Cayce's predictions is the emergence of spiritual technologies. He foresaw the development of tools and devices that would enhance spiritual practices and facilitate personal growth. These technologies would be designed to help individuals connect with their inner selves, access higher states of consciousness, and cultivate spiritual well-being. One example of spiritual technology predicted by Cayce is the use of biofeedback devices to support meditation and mindfulness practices. These devices would provide real-time feedback on physiological states, helping individuals to achieve deeper states of relaxation and awareness. This could lead to more effective and transformative meditation experiences. Cayce also envisioned the development of virtual reality and augmented reality technologies that would create immersive spiritual experiences. These technologies could be used to simulate sacred spaces, guide individuals through spiritual journeys, and provide interactive teachings and practices. This could make spiritual exploration more accessible and engaging for people from all walks of life. Edgar Cayce's predictions for spiritual and social changes in 2024 paint a picture of a world undergoing profound transformation. His visions suggest a future where individuals seek deeper meaning and connection, and where societies become more compassionate, just, and sustainable. These changes are driven by a growing recognition of the interconnectedness of all life, and a desire to create a better world for future generations. As we continue to explore Cayce's predictions, it is important to consider both the opportunities and challenges they present. Spiritual and social transformations have the potential to address many of the issues facing humanity, but they also require us to navigate complex ethical and practical questions. By understanding and embracing these changes, we can work towards a more enlightened and harmonious future. Edgar Cayce's predictions for 2024 include significant insights into environmental changes and challenges. His visions highlight both the urgent need for environmental stewardship and the potential for positive transformation. As we explore Cayce's environmental predictions, we will see a complex interplay between natural processes and human actions, leading to both crises and opportunities for sustainable development. Cayce foresaw an increase in the frequency and intensity of natural disasters in 2024. According to his predictions, these events would serve as a wake-up call for humanity, emphasizing the need to address environmental issues and adopt more sustainable practices. He predicted various types of natural disasters, including earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, and volcanic eruptions. One of the key areas of concern predicted by Cayce is the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region known for its seismic activity. He foresaw significant earthquakes and volcanic eruptions in this area, impacting countries along the Pacific Rim. These events would not only cause immediate destruction, but also have long-term implications for regional stability and development. Cayce also predicted more frequent and severe hurricanes, particularly in the Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico regions. These storms would bring devastating impacts to coastal areas, highlighting the vulnerability of these regions to climate change. Flooding and storm surges would become more common, causing widespread damage to infrastructure and ecosystems. In addition to natural disasters, Cayce predicted significant changes in the Earth's climate due to human activities. He foresaw rising global temperatures, melting polar ice caps, and shifting weather patterns. These changes would have profound effects on ecosystems, agriculture, and human settlements. Cayce emphasized the importance of addressing climate change and mitigating its impacts. He predicted that 2024 would be a pivotal year for climate action, with increased awareness and efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Governments, businesses, and individuals would need to work together to implement sustainable practices and transition to renewable energy sources. One of the key impacts of climate change predicted by Cayce is the rise in sea levels. He foresaw coastal areas around the world experiencing significant flooding and erosion, threatening communities and ecosystems. This would lead to the displacement of populations and require large-scale adaptation measures, such as building seawalls, relocating communities, and restoring natural buffers like mangroves and wetlands. Cayce's predictions also highlight the dual themes of environmental degradation and conservation. He foresaw continued exploitation of natural resources, leading to habitat destruction, biodiversity loss, and pollution. However, he also predicted a growing movement towards environmental conservation and sustainable development. Deforestation is one of the key issues predicted by Cayce. He foresaw large-scale deforestation driven by agriculture, logging, and urbanization. This would lead to the loss of vital ecosystems, such as rainforests, which play a crucial role in regulating the climate and supporting biodiversity. Cayce emphasized the need for reforestation and sustainable land management practices to address this issue. Cayce also predicted significant pollution challenges, including air and water pollution. Industrial activities, waste disposal, and the use of harmful chemicals would continue to degrade the environment, affecting human health and ecosystems. He foresaw a growing movement towards reducing pollution through stricter regulations, cleaner technologies, and increased public awareness. On the positive side, Cayce predicted a rise in environmental conservation efforts. He foresaw the establishment of more protected areas, such as national parks and marine reserves, to preserve critical habitats and species. These efforts would be supported by advancements in environmental science and technology, enabling more effective monitoring and management of natural resources. A key aspect of Cayce's environmental predictions is the transition to renewable energy and sustainable practices. He foresaw significant advancements in renewable energy technologies, such as solar, wind, and hydroelectric power. These technologies would become more efficient, affordable, and widely adopted, reducing dependence on fossil fuels and mitigating climate change. Cayce predicted that 2024 would see a major shift towards sustainable practices in various sectors, including agriculture, industry, and transportation. Sustainable agriculture practices, such as organic farming, permaculture, and agroforestry, would become more prevalent, promoting soil health, biodiversity, and resilience to climate change. In the industrial sector, Cayce foresaw the adoption of cleaner production methods and circular economy principles. Companies would focus on reducing waste, recycling materials, and designing products with longer lifespans. This shift towards sustainability would be driven by both regulatory pressures and consumer demand for environmentally friendly products. Cayce also predicted advancements in sustainable transportation, with increased use of electric vehicles, public transit, and alternative fuels. These changes would reduce air pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, and reliance on non-renewable resources. Urban planning would also prioritize walkability, cycling infrastructure, and green spaces, creating healthier and more sustainable cities. Cayce's predictions include the rise of a global environmental movement driven by increased awareness and activism. He foresaw people from all walks of life coming together to advocate for environmental protection and sustainable development. This movement would be characterized by grassroots initiatives, policy advocacy, and international cooperation. One of the key aspects of this global movement is the role of youth activism. Cayce predicted that young people would play a leading role in raising awareness about environmental issues and demanding action from governments and businesses. Their energy, creativity, and commitment to sustainability would inspire others and drive meaningful change. Cayce also foresaw the importance of international cooperation in addressing environmental challenges. He predicted the formation of global alliances and agreements aimed at protecting the environment and promoting sustainable development. These efforts would be supported by advancements in environmental science and technology, enabling more effective monitoring and management of global environmental issues. Edgar Cayce's environmental predictions for 2024 highlight both the challenges and opportunities facing humanity in our quest for a sustainable future. His visions emphasize the urgent need to address environmental degradation, mitigate climate change, and adopt more sustainable practices. At the same time, they offer hope for positive transformation through advancements in renewable energy, conservation efforts, and global cooperation. As we reflect on Cayce's predictions, it is important to recognize the interconnectedness of environmental issues and the role each of us can play in creating a more sustainable world. By embracing these changes and working together, we can navigate the environmental challenges of 2024 and beyond, ensuring a healthier and more resilient planet for future generations. Cayce's environmental predictions highlight challenges like climate change and natural disasters, suggesting a need for sustainable practices. Biblical prophecies, particularly in Revelation, describe catastrophic events that reshape the world, often interpreted as divine judgments or signs of the end times. While Cayce's predictions are largely seen as natural consequences of human activity, urging corrective action. The prophecy of major natural disasters as a sign of the end times, however, is deeply embedded in biblical teachings. These catastrophic events are seen not only as natural phenomena, but also as divine warnings and signs of the approaching fulfillment of God's plan. As we delve into this prophecy, it's essential to understand the scriptural basis and the signs that indicate their imminent occurrence. The Bible contains numerous references to natural disasters as indicators of the end times. In Matthew 24:7, Jesus warns, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places." This passage highlights the occurrence of earthquakes and other calamities as part of the broader signs of the end times. Similarly, Luke 21:11 states, "And great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven." These passages underscore the significance of natural disasters as harbingers of the end times. They are meant to alert believers to the unfolding of prophetic events and to encourage them to remain steadfast in their faith. As we analyze this prophecy, it's important to recognize the increasing frequency and intensity of natural disasters in recent years as potential signs of its fulfillment. One of the most compelling aspects of this prophecy is the occurrence of earthquakes. Earthquakes are mentioned multiple times in the Bible as signs of divine intervention and judgment. In the book of Revelation, several passages describe earthquakes accompanying significant end-time events. Revelation 6:12, for instance, states, "I watched as he opened the sixth seal. There was a great earthquake. The sun turned black like sackcloth made of goat hair. The whole moon turned blood red." This passage links a great earthquake with other apocalyptic signs, emphasizing its role in the divine narrative. In recent years, there has been a noticeable increase in the frequency and magnitude of earthquakes worldwide. Scientists and seismologists have observed that seismic activity is becoming more frequent and intense, leading to widespread destruction and loss of life. Significant earthquakes in densely populated areas have caused massive casualties and economic damage, raising concerns about future events. Another major aspect of this prophecy is the occurrence of famines and pestilences. These events are often intertwined, as natural disasters can disrupt food production and distribution, leading to widespread hunger and disease. The COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the devastating impact of pestilences, showing how quickly diseases can spread and cause global disruption. The pandemic has also exposed vulnerabilities in healthcare systems and supply chains, underscoring the potential for future crises. In addition to earthquakes, famines, and pestilences, the Bible also mentions other natural phenomena such as storms, floods, and volcanic eruptions. These events are seen as part of the broader spectrum of divine signs. In Luke 21:25-26, Jesus says, "There will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. On the earth, nations will be in anguish and perplexity at the roaring and tossing of the sea. People will faint from terror, apprehensive of what is coming on the world, for the heavenly bodies will be shaken." This passage suggests that cosmic disturbances and extreme weather events will cause widespread fear and anxiety. The roaring and tossing of the sea can be interpreted as storms and hurricanes, which have become more frequent and severe due to climate change.